doesn't fit.
Well, we're back to work on the wagon today. This is my 64 Fairlane wagon. That's been ignored a little bit, but today we're going to change that. We're going to get rid of this generator and these dusty old drum brakes. The charging system on the wagon actually works great. I just want to replace it with more modern components. That's why I'm going to replace this with this. This is a 3G alternator. Comes on a lot of late model Mustangs. It's internally regulated. It's got an internal fan, and it'll work off of one wire. So I could just put that to the battery and it'll charge just as good as the other system did. This alternator won't mount to my stock bracket, so I had to pick this up. Bought it on eBay. Should allow for easy installation. Now here's where we're gonna gamble a little bit. These were bought at a swap meet. So these come off of a 74 Mustang. They're stock spindles, stock Ford, everything. A little rusted right there, but it's just surface rust. It'll be fine. But this is all stock Ford stuff. But the guy I bought them from swore up and down that they'll mount right to my suspension, right to my ball joints, and the tie rod end should fit. Now, we're going to take a gamble. We're going to try it because I got them really cheap. Hopefully they fit. Hopefully they work. And I don't have to buy another system because they can get pricey. So let's get this thing up in the air. Pull the wheel off. Maybe even the fender. And as you can see, when I bought this car many moons ago, all these suspension components were all replaced on this. Every ball joint, every bushing, and it really actually looks like it has been. So what I'm gonna do, go ahead and take this spindle off and put this spindle on with the disc brake setup. From what they're telling me, these should fit, but I'm already seeing something that might not fit. Because you see how short this is? Well, you see how long this one is from there to there. But the guy did tell me that it would give me like a 2-inch drop. So, well, let's get this apart. See if those ball joints fit. Well, believe it or not, guys, it actually did fit. I can't believe it. I mean, I can't say that. The guy told me it would fit, that it would bolt right up to my original ball joints, and it absolutely did. And look, that's a big drop. I didn't think it was gonna go that low. All right, everybody, quick lesson on buying parts from the swap meet. So both of these masters I got from the swap meet, they're both a Bendix style. The mountings are the same. These holes are the same distance apart. They're both 1-inch bores. The biggest difference comes right here. These threads right here. Luckily I have the fitting so I can make these two brake lines to mount up to the valve. Well, I celebrated too early, everybody. I went ahead and installed the brakes, but as you can see right there, see how my rotors turned to the left a little bit? Well, the steering wheel's dead center. So that means that they don't fit. That's the risk you take when you buy parts from the swap meet. Now, the guy that sold it to me was not lying. They do fit. Let me show you. The tie rod end fits in there. No slack, no movement. Same with the ball joints. The biggest difference is if you look at that arm right there. The steering arm's too short on this spindle. My tie rods don't line up, so I won't be able to steer it. There's really nothing I can do. I can't buy extended arms because the geometry will be way off on the steering. And even if I get this to work, steering is pretty important when you're driving an old piece of junk like this. Look at the install, man. Just look at what I'm missing out here. So I did end up finally making up my brake line right there. Master cylinder is installed, all plumbed up. Got adjustable proportion valve right there. Brake light switch right here. I got my 3G alternator all installed. Belt is there. I just gotta tension it up. I gotta finish up the wiring to make it all work with this old car. I'm glad I got this project started because eventually I would have to do that line because it was rusted. I needed to change that master cylinder, and now I know that those brakes don't fit, so I can go ahead and do whatever I need to do with them. Either I'm gonna throw them away or I'm gonna sell them somewhere. But I'm glad I got started because now I know I need brakes, and I already ordered them. There's a kit coming from locally. We'll get new disc brakes, and it'll fit my 14-inch rims. So that's a good thing. But for now, that's it, guys. Thanks again for joining me. I'll catch you on the next one.